Today I'm going to be showing you how I make a short sleeve bikini top that ties in the front. So if you're interested in learning how to make this top, then just stay tuned. So the first thing that you'll need to make this top is a pattern, and I have my pattern listed in the description box below if you want to follow along exactly. So I cut out my pattern pieces in a small, and you should have 3 pattern pieces, a front, a back, and a sleeve. And now we can go over the rest of the materials that we need. So we have a rotary cutter, acrylic ruler, swimsuit elastic. I like to use clear elastic to make my bikinis, a matching polyester or woolly nylon thread, a sewing machine, fabric weights, sewing clips or pins, our serger, elastic application serger foot, and the swimsuit fabric that we're going to be using. You can make this top reversible, so I'm going to be making it reversible with a different color band as well. So I have 3 different fabrics here. I have my pattern pieces and my fabrics here, and I'm going to be using the white to make the band at the bottom. So you'll need to cut out 2 straps at 2.5 inches wide by 51 inches for a small. And next we'll need to cut out 2 sleeves of each color fabric that we're using, 2 front pieces of each color fabric that we're using, and 1 back of each color fabric that we're using. So I'll go ahead and cut all of those out now. Alright, so here we have our pattern pieces. We have our 4 sleeve pieces, our 4 front pieces, and our 2 back pieces. And we also have our 2 straps. And next we'll just pair the front pieces with the matching back piece. And you'll place the 2 front pieces with right sides facing on top of the back piece. You want to make sure that the straight edge of the pieces are in the center. And then we'll do the same for the blue pieces. Make sure that right sides are facing, and go ahead and place the front pieces on top of the back piece. And once we complete that, we're just going to serge the sides and serge the shoulders. And we're going to do that for both pieces. So I'll go ahead and get started on that now. So this is what the 2 pieces should look like once we have serged the sides and the shoulders. And next we're just going to fold them in half, keeping them inside out. And I like to use a clip. You could use a pin, or you can just mark the center. Go ahead and open them up again. And then we're going to do the same for the straps. We're just going to fold them in half and mark them in the center. And next you just want to attach the strap onto the top piece. You want to line it up in the middle, right where we marked it. And you also want to make sure that right sides are facing. And once you clip it in the center, you can go along the sides and just keep pinning it down. And then we're going to go ahead and serge that top piece to the strap. So I'll go ahead and get started on that now. And so this is what that piece should look like once you've serged the strap on. And next we're going to do the same process for the other piece. And so this is what those 2 pieces should look like once you finish attaching the strap to both of them. And we'll just place these to the side, and we'll grab our sleeves. So we'll go ahead and lay out our sleeves. We want to fold them in half with right sides facing. Also keep in mind that the curve that dips down more will always be the front. So then we're just going to serge the edges here. So this is what the sleeve should look like after you serge the ends here. And next we're just going to grab our matching fabrics, and we'll place one of them to the side. And next we're just going to insert these sleeves into the top. And the first thing that we want to do is just keep in mind that this curve going down a little bit more indicates the front. So we want to attach this side to the front, but you also want to keep in mind that you want right sides facing. So because this top piece is inside out, we'll just turn our sleeves right side out. And then you could match the front with the front here. So we would want to attach this front piece here to this front here, and same with this side. This one will go to this side. That's how you match them up. And then you're just going to slide the sleeve inside and pin it around, but you want to make sure that this seam lines up with this seam first. So we'll go ahead and slide this in. and just make sure that the seams are lined up and right sides are facing. And then we can go ahead and pin it down. And I'll just pin around. And so as you can see, I've pinned the sleeve inside, making sure that these seams line up here. And next I'm just going to serge all the way around. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to serge around. And this is what the sleeve should look like once you finish serging it on. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Alright, and this is what the piece should look like with both sleeves attached, and now we'll just do the same thing with the other color. So once we have all of our sleeves attached, we'll take one of these and turn it right side out. Doesn't matter which one. And then we will just place it inside of the inside out one and line everything up. Insert the sleeves. Once you have everything lined up pretty well, you can go ahead and take a pin or a clip and just clip this corner here together. And you do that for both sides. But I'm just going to serge the bottom of the strap, and I'm going to serge the end of the strap. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do that now. So this is what your piece should look like after you serge the ends of the strap and along the bottom. And next we're just going to add elastic to the serger, and we'll start at the end here and we'll serge all the way around until we reach the end of the strap. And I'll go ahead and do that now. So I serged around here with the elastic attached, and next we'll just turn everything right side out, and we'll do that through the sleeves. And it should look something like this, and you'll just tuck in the sleeves and adjust everything. And next we just need to close the ends of the sleeves. And the way that we'll do that is just by taking both sleeves and folding them inside 1/4 of an inch down. And you're going to do that all the way around the sleeve. You're just going to fold each fabric 1/4 of an inch down, and then you're going to pin it together. And so this is what that should look like. And then you're going to grab your sewing machine and you're going to zigzag stitch all the way around. So this is what that should look like after you zigzag stitch all the way around. The sleeve is completely closed up, and next we'll just do the same thing with the other sleeve. And once you finish closing up the sleeves, you are completely finished with the top. And I hope that you love this top just as much as I do. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I will see you guys later.